welcome to the International Video Blog Hop. I'm honored to be a part of this team. I'm Diane Evans from stampinwithdiane.com, and I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator from the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to our blog hop. Our theme for the month of February is love, anniversaries, and I decided to go along with an anniversary type theme. Let's just go right on down to my desktop here and let's get going. So I really think that this is such a beautiful beautiful bundle, the Adorning Hearts. It comes with these stamp sets, and this happens to be a photopolymer stamp set. It also has this hybrid embossing folder, so it has this, and then they also have this where we can cut out different designs, or it's going to emboss, that sort of stuff. But I decided to go ahead and not use it as a hybrid, but I'll show you a different way that you could use it, or from what it was possibly intended as, from the hybrid thing. So just go ahead and put those over there. Now, this is the card that we're going to be making. I decided to go with a more elegant type card. So let's go ahead and get started on here. So I do have a piece of cardstock. My cardstock is a half a piece of any cardstock, whether it's A4 or A2. This happens to be, because I'm in Imperial, this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, but no different than just going on your regular sizes. Now I also have some petal pink that I'm going to be using, and my petal pink is 5 centimeters less, or 1/4 of an inch less. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla, and this Very Vanilla is 5 centimeters less than this one, or another 1/4 of an inch, which works out to Imperial 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Now you notice that what I did here was I went and I embossed the embossing folder, and I'll show you where I put it in. I went and I put it in here, and because of it being that particular measurement, it worked out perfectly that it lined up at the middle of these ones and down at the bottom of this. So that's how that part went on there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and attach that right on there. I could use the debossed side, or I could use the embossed side. I'm going to have the embossed side exposed. And I'm using glue because I like using glue, especially with an embossing folder, because it gets into all those nooks and crannies. So let's just go ahead. I'm not used to working with a sheet on my glass mat here, but we'll get it going. So I'm just putting it on there like this. Originally, I was going to use this crumb cake in the black, which would be great in itself, but I wanted a little bit more of a feminine touch on there. Now, then I also, this is my piece for the inside. I went ahead and I've already cut some of this stuff out. So I'm going to show you how I went and I did it. Let's see. Now, I went and I took these 4 ones here. And what I did was I laid it down onto gold. And I don't know where I put that other piece, but that's okay. I laid this down onto the gold, but I put, attached to the back of the gold is the adhesive sheets. And then you'll see on these samples here that I have them marked off, and I marked off so that I could see. I had a couple that I didn't put these sheets on. And so all I did was I just took a Stampin' Blend just to mark these so that you could do them. So I cut four out for each one of those. Now the other thing was I also went and took a 6 by 6 sheet of black cardstock, and I cut out these because I was doing this. I'm actually doing this for a swap, that I cut these all out. So I got my black ones here. And then I also turned around and did the same because I wanted a single gold one there. So like I say, I just decided to use that differently. All right, so on my pieces here, I'm using 5 pieces. I mean 4 of the black, and then I'm trying to do them where they're all different ones. So let's just see. Just have to go and take these parts out. And also, the thing that was very important to me was that I did not line these up correctly, because if one's off, it looks awful. So I thought, you know what, let's just turn around, and I'm just going to take this adhesive sheets background off of here. Just like that. And let's see, I'm trying to think how I want these. This looks like exactly the same one that I had there. That's not going to work. So this is another one. There's 4 different ones. Just going to take that off. I like to get all these little spots out. Now this one, I'm just going to go ahead, like I say, I'm putting them on in such a way that it won't matter that I haven't lined them up. So I have that one. I have this one. This one's a different one as well. Oh, that doesn't look like it has the backing on it. So let's see. This one's different with the 2 on there. And let's put that on up here like so. So like I say, I'm kind of just doing it in such a way that it won't matter. Now I have, let's see, I want to use, I think it's this one here. I think this has got backing on it. Doesn't look like it, does it? Here we go. We'll just go ahead, and I had done all different ones for this. Oh, you know what? That's it there. Now this one may, if I don't put the backing on it, you kind of tend to have to, this one, this will work. This one's a different one as well. So like I say, I'm doing this into an anniversary card. This way it can be any anniversary. I know that this one has this. That's why I marked them on here, because sometimes it's a little hard to see, especially when you're using very vanilla. If it was white, you would have been able to see that there's that backing on there. Now I'm just going to put this one over this way. And then this is going to go here. Now I also want one to go on the inside. And I don't think it'll matter which one. I just want to make sure that there's backing on it. Oh, I have this one, and I'm just going to go and put that. And that's going to be for the inside of the card. All right, so then what I did was I went and I put this completely onto the front of the card. Just like so. Oops. That. And then this is just going to go here. I need to take my take your pick tool there. I see that there's just a bit of stuff in here. We just want to burnish that down there. And this one also has a bit of stuff in there, so we'll just take that one out. All right, so then this is just going to go on here like this. I'm going to lay them down to begin with. And again, they're going every which way. I kind of got them going the opposite ways there. And then I also want it to be a little bit like so. Oops. And then I also then at that point came in with my black dimensionals and my white dimensionals. I always like to put black on a black cardstock. So we're just going to put that one there. Pretty simple once you've got everything done on this part. We only have a tiny bit more stamping to do on this one. And this one's going to go here. Just like that. I want this to come down or go up a tiny bit. There we go. And then what I want to do is I want to come in. I've got a 1/4 inch strip, and I also have a 1/2 inch strip. And I'm going to come in with my embossing. Oh my goodness, that's driving me nuts. With this. And then I had issues. There's only 3 anniversary stamps in the whole of the catalog. So I'm using a sentimental part, and it's going to be Let's Celebrate. And then there's a small one, Your Anniversary. So I'm just going to come in there, and we're going to use Versamart. So I've got the Let's Celebrate. Just put that off to one side. And I'm going to use my gold embossing powder. Put this up here so I don't lose it. Let's bring that down so we can see it. So I use a piece of any scrap that I have, and I always have it in my embossing powder because I do not like the static that you can get from a plastic spoon. All right, so on here, we're just going to put Happy Anniversary. It's very small. Again, I'm going to come in with my gold embossing powder. Put that over there. And then we're going to heat set that. Now I've gone ahead and done that so that you don't have to listen to me embossing it. And I have the Your Anniversary here. And I have the Let's Celebrate. I did that ahead of time. So I'm just going to come and trim that off. Oops. There we go. And just trim it just straight down like that. Now what I want to do, I haven't put this on yet. I am also going to pop that up with a white dimensional. And we're just going to put that right about there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a black dimensional on this one side. And then on this one, I'm going to take my mini dimensionals and put one on the other side here. And then I want them to glue onto the foil. So when I go and I put this here, whoops, I want to have that straight. If I put this on here and I glue it and I have it in the wrong spot, it tends to mark the foil paper. So what I'm going to do is I am coming in with my glue dots. And I'm just going to take a glue dot and put it, because it's going to go onto the gold heart, one there. And one right here. And like I say, then I can kind of move it without getting that foil part on there. And then this piece here can come over here. And that glue dot is going to stay onto the foil. There we go. So there's, whoops, it's a little crooked. All right, then just for the embellishments, we can go ahead and we're going to use these iridescent foil gems. Originally, I thought of the petal pink foil ones, but it just didn't look quite right. So I'm just going to come in with these foil, and let's just put one there, and we'll use a smaller one. And let's use another bigger one. And we'll put that right there. Now we have to finish off the inside of the card. And like I say, I have a piece of Very Vanilla. We're just going to go ahead and just put this right in there. So I'm just going to glue that right on there. So don't forget to hop along to the next video. And that'll be in the description down below here. And leave comments. Subscribe to everyone's video or YouTube channel. It's just going to go like that. Let's go ahead and put that in there. There's our card. I don't know why I have such an issue putting this in straight now. Maybe it helps if there we go. There we go. So there's our anniversary card, and we went ahead and we used the Adorning Hearts hybrid bundle. I used this for here. I used these and that for that part. And I didn't use this because it didn't have an anniversary on there, but beautiful sentiments on there as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that you do subscribe, and we will see you next month. Bye for now.